Hi everyone, welcome here. If you're new here, my name is Rebecca. If you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you for coming back and watching another video. So 1 year ago today, I shaved my head. If you haven't seen that video yet, I will link to it down below, as well as a couple follow-up videos I made. I made one on why I shaved my head, and then around the 6-month mark, I also did a regrowth and update on how it was going. So I'll link to those down below if you haven't seen them yet. So today is an exciting day. Not only has it been 1 year since I shaved my head, but I'm also getting my very first haircut. So after I shaved my head, I made a commitment to myself that for 1 whole year, I wasn't going to cut, bleach, dye, or use any heat styling tools on my hair. And although it was extremely difficult at some times, I stuck to that. I'm kind of dying to bleach my hair. I would like it to kind of be a brighter and lighter shade of blonde. I'm still gonna hold off on that part of it. So I'm just gonna get a haircut today. I just wanna give my hair the best chance possible to grow out nice and long in a really, really healthy way. So I'm gonna take you all with me and try and vlog my hair appointment. But before I go, I wanted to show you my hair. If you watch my videos all the time, usually my hair is up in some way. I'll put it like back in a teeny tiny ponytail or half up or do a little braid. I never just wear it out, and you will see why. So this is what it looks like. It's not good. It gives me like real mullet vibes, but not like a chic mullet, just like a bad mullet. And sometimes kind of Carol Brady too, you know? So this is freshly washed and air dried. And this to me just like is not a look. You can see why I like constantly want to kind of like pull it back a little bit or like put the front half up or something, because it, I think, just looks a little bit better. But this is what it looks like. I did absolutely nothing to it for a full year, and here we are. So before I go cut it, I wanted to measure it. And if you watch my 6-month update, you'll know my hair grows pretty slow. I can't exactly remember how long it was at 6 months, but I think it was like maybe 2 or 2.5 inches, which is pretty slow growing hair. So everything that I read, all the videos that I watched of other people who shave their head, hair averages about 1/2 inch per month. So my hair should be about 6 inches long. I can tell you right now, it is not 6 inches long. So let's just grab some and see. This is harder than it looks. We are at best 4 3/4 maybe. Let's try another section just to make sure it's consistent. That one's more like 5. So I'm probably somewhere between 4 3/4 and 5 inches. So definitely not 6 inches. And honestly, I feel like when I go in for this hair appointment, I'm gonna be the worst client ever, because I don't even know what to tell her to do with this. Like, what do you do? I've looked and looked and looked for like a style that I like, that I could give her like a reference picture for, but I just can't find anything at this length that looks cute. So at the very least, I know it's gonna come back shorter because I want to get rid of this in the back. So I feel like I might be losing some of my ponytail potential, which is okay because it's for the greater good in the end of everything coming to one more even length. So hopefully the stylist is okay with me being like, I don't know what I want. Anyhow, stay tuned. I will take you into the salon and film a little bit of my haircut. I'll obviously show you the after. And then at the end, I wanted to answer some questions that I've gotten and also just give you a little montage of pictures of my full year of grow out, because I have been cataloging some pictures along the way. All right, let's get a haircut. What is this? It's actually the next day. I meant to film a little wrap up to this yesterday, but it did not happen. So here we are. And you might be thinking, Rebecca, your hair does not look that different. Maybe not to you, but it feels so different to me. So in talking to the stylist yesterday, she was like, you kind of have 2 options here. Either we can really lean into the mullet, and she kind of like brushed all my hair forward and I could see like this really edgy, super cool mullet kind of taking shape. And I was like, I could do that. So that was kind of option 1. Or she was like, we can kind of cut off the back, work you more towards a bob shape. And for a moment I was like, I think I want mullet. Like I like the edginess to it. I like the way it looks, but in my head I was also like, I've spent the past year hating the mullet shape of my hair. I think I just need to get rid of the mullet shape. So what we ended up doing was just a really blunt bob shape. So all of my hair is not this length, but it's kind of growing out in layers towards this length. So in the meantime, she did kind of like a blunt cut to this shape so it looks like an intentional haircut, not just a grown out shaved head, and showed me how I can kind of lean into some of the texture of my hair to make it kind of like this unkempt, messy bob. And I'll insert some footage here that I took yesterday of after she did my hair for me. And what I like about this is like she kind of got my vibe that like I don't own a hair dryer, I don't own a curling iron, like not really gonna style my hair. So she air dried my hair or put me under one of those hoods that kind of mimics air drying with a little bit of texture spray in it, and showed me how I can kind of like pull some of my waviness and curliness out to give it some style. So while it's not a big dramatic shift or big dramatic change, it feels like I have a haircut. It feels like I have a hairstyle. It doesn't just feel like I grew out my shaved head and it was all like jagged and thin looking and not good. I think you'll probably see me wearing my hair back like this a lot of the time still. The front of my hair is really heavy and the bangs are just driving me crazy. I was constantly like touching them and trying to get them out of my face. So I think until they can fit behind my ear, you're probably still gonna see me like this a lot. But here we are 1 year later. If you're someone who's growing out a buzz cut or thinking about shaving your head, I hope this video shows you that in about 12 months, even if your hair grows slowly like mine, you can have some semblance of a hairstyle or like a little bob. So before we wrap up with a little montage of pictures so you can see my grow out over the past 12 months, I just wanted to answer a couple questions that came off Instagram. So the first question, and the question I got definitely the most, is do you miss your dreadlocks? Yes. Every single day. I definitely wish I still had them. I would if I could. Every time I see somebody with dreadlocks or a picture with someone with dreadlocks, it just makes me sad that I don't have mine anymore. So yeah, answer that is a definite yes. So the next question is, do I have any recommendations for natural products for growing out hair? I didn't use any products specifically for hair growth or really any products at all. I have a shampoo and conditioner bar made by High Bar that I really like, and I'll link them in the description box down below. And when my hair was really short, I was maybe like 8 or 12 weeks into the grow out process. I needed some taming and I made a flaxseed gel, which is really just boiling flaxseed meal in water, and then it makes sort of like this gel consistency that is really good hair product. It's really soft. But other than that, I just didn't use any product. Next question is, what are you going to do next to your hair? Well, I think I'm gonna live this bob life for a while. I want everything to kind of catch up. So all the hairs that are 5 inches growing from the middle of my head, I want them to grow down to this bob length. So I think I'm just gonna be growing out to this bob length for a while until everything kind of catches up. And I wanna try long hair again, like long hair. So I'll let you know how that goes in about 4 years. Next question, would you shave your head again? Nope, never again. There were so few moments that I liked my hair in the past year. I can really only think of 2. It just was not fun for me. I liked my head when I first shaved it. Super, super short, loved it, but that's such a fleeting moment, right? Your hair grows so quickly, especially when it's that short. And then I liked it again when it was like 12 weeks old. It had like a little faux hug going. It looked like an intentional hairstyle. I thought it was cute, but every stage since then, I have not liked. I really appreciated when I was able to start pulling it back a little bit, like when I could do the little half up, or before I cut off the back, I could do like a tiny ponytail in the back. And I liked that because it made me able to tame the hair in some way, but I didn't actually enjoy the style of it. Like I don't think it looked good. All right, so the last question for today is, would you recommend other people to shave their head? I've been thinking about doing it for a long time. If you've been thinking about doing it for a long time, do it 100%. I feel like a lot of what I've talked about in my grow out experience from the last 12 months has been primarily about aesthetics. Yes, I did not like how my hair looked for a very long time, but there's a lot of other layers to shaving your head than just the way that it looks. It's really freeing having no hair. It both frees you from the routine of having to take care of hair, but it also frees you from the ties to your identity that you have with your hair. I think changing your hair can be really powerful, and doing something dramatic like shaving off all your hair can be a really great learning experience. It can uncover sort of deeper layers of yourself and allow those pieces of you to shine. Thank you all for being here, and coming with me on this hair growth journey. Maybe I'll make another video another 12 months from now so you can see how much my hair has grown in another 12 months. All right, I'm gonna close this video with some photos of me over the past 12 months. Leave me a comment down below. What was your favorite phase of hair growth? Are there any that I should go back to? Or should I keep growing it long? What do you guys think? Anyways, thank you for being here. Enjoy the photos and I will see you next week. Bye everyone.